What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with a beginner guitar lesson on how to play Wolves by Selena Gomez and Marshmello, and I'll also have a full written walkthrough of this song linked right up here. Alright guys, the very first thing that you need to know for Wolves is the little verse picking pattern that plays through all the verses in the song. So we're going to start with this shape. It's going to kind of look like a B minor. It's going to be a 2nd fret on A, a 3rd fret on B, and then a 4th fret on G. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick A string, B string, G string, B string. And that part will sound like. And the next part we're going to go to, the next shape, we're going to keep our ring finger right where it is, but everything else is going to move. We're going to go down to 2nd fret on the high E with our pointer finger. Everything else can stay open. We're going to play a D string, and then a high E, and then a B, and then high E. And then we're going to go up to, back kind of to that B shape, but we're going to keep the B string open. So now we're at 2nd fret A string and 4th fret on the G string. And we're going to go A, B, G, B, and then A. Then we're going to have this little picking pattern down here on the on the B, I'm sorry. And it's going to go 3rd hammer on to 5th on the B. And then we're going to pick 5th twice on the B, and then we're going to go 3rd on B, and then we're going to go 2nd on B, and then we're going to go open on B. And then we're going to repeat that for all of the verses. It's a little tricky, and it's going to take a little practice to get it full speed. I don't even have it quite full speed yet, but it's not that bad once you get the hang of it. So a slow walkthrough of what that'll look like is about like this. Alright guys, from there we need a couple of chords. Our chords for this song are going to be G, A, B minor, and D. For our pre-chorus, what we're going to do is G, A, B minor, and back to A, and we're going to do just 8 down strums pretty quickly for that, our pre-chorus. So we're going to do that 3 times. And then on the very last one before we go in there, we're going to do G, A, and B minor and just hang out on that B minor until it goes into the big drop. So that should look about like this when you play it all together. Alright guys, now here is the part where I'm going to give you 2 options. I'm going to give you a beginner option for playing the chorus, or basically the big drop that Marshmello comes in and does his DJ thing in. I'm going to give you a beginner option for that, which is just chords and a strum pattern, and I'm also going to give you a cool but very complicated way to play that for more experienced players. So, I'm going to start with a simple version, and that is just going to be G, A, B minor, and D. And our strum pattern for that is going to be down, down, up, down, up for each chord. Now, I'm going to run through that real quick, full speed, and show you what that looks like, and then I'm going to show you the more complicated version. I don't want to discourage anybody from trying out that complicated version. If you're a beginner, I definitely would encourage you to try things that challenge you because that's how you grow as a musician. But I will forewarn you, if you're a beginner, it's going to be tough. I'm a pretty relatively experienced player, and it was tough for me. So just a heads up on that, just so you guys know before you dive into it. So guys, the simple version of that chorus will look about like this. Alright guys, now into that tricky but very cool chorus part that I was telling you about. So if you want to swap those chords out for something a little bit more interesting and exciting that kind of matches up closer with what Marshmello's doing there on kind of the kind of like there's almost like a keyboard sound that plays in the background, and that's what I'm trying to mimic with this. So what we're gonna do is it's all based around those same chords, but we're gonna add a little bit of picking in there as well. Basically picking through those chords to kind of get similar sounds that we're getting from the keyboard that's going in the back. So we're gonna start with our G. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna have that bass note on there for now, just the low note of the G chord, and that's gonna be kind of what we're gonna be doing with most of these. So we're gonna start with that G, we're gonna play a 3rd fret on low E for that, and then we're gonna play an open D, and then we're gonna go open B, open G, 2nd on B, open G, and we're gonna go 3rd on B, and then open high E. So that all together will look about like this slowly. Next, we're going to go to our A chord, and we're basically going to do, the way I like to do this is going 3rd on B with our ring finger, and then I want to get my 2nd on B ready with my middle finger because it's pretty quick, and then 2nd on G with my pointer finger. And we go open A, G, and then B, G, and then 2nd B, G, and then open B, and then 2nd on G. So that one will look about like this. Next we're going to go to our B minor shape, and that's going to look like 2nd on A and 4th on G. Hit that A, let that ring out, and we're going to go to G, and then we're going to go open B, and then back to G, and then 2nd on B, and then back to G, and then 3rd on B, and then back to open high E. So it will sound about like this. And our last one, the most easy one, is going to be just a D chord, and we're going to play D, G, B, and then 5 on high E, 3rd on high E, 2nd on high E, open on high E, 3rd on B, and that's going to be it, and we repeat that. Now guys, that is, like I said, pretty tricky, and this song just came out today, so I'm not 100% full speed on that, but it does sound really cool once you get it pretty quick. So I'm going to walk through it really slowly and show you what it looks like really slowly, and then I'll try to give you a version that's as close to full speed as possible. And now a little closer to full speed. Hey guys, the very last thing you need to know to play Wolves is the bridge or pre-chorus or the hook at the very end, whatever you want to call it. Basically, it's the very end pre-chorus part where Selena is singing, but all we're going to do is play our chorus chords, so G, A, B minor, and D, but we're going to pick through them, so we're going to do what's called arpeggio through those, or arpeggiate through those, and basically all that is we're just going to go just... kind of like that. There's really no specific pattern to it. There might be in the song, but you really don't have to get too terribly specific for it because it's covered up mostly throughout there. If you just kind of pick down through those, just like that, you'll be just fine. So one more time without me talking, it'll look kind of like this. And guys, that is everything that you need to know to play Wolves. As always, if you guys have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And if this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button right now. I have about 375 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post about 3 to 5 every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, this is a perfect channel for you to check out. Guys, this song was a lot of fun to make the lesson for. I really dig this song. I'm a big Selena Gomez fan, and I like that kind of EDM, dancey type of music like Marshmello does. So this song was a lot of fun. Like I said in the lesson, I threw in a few little bit more experienced to intermediate level guitarist pieces in there, but there's also, all of this is beginner friendly. I just threw in a few extra parts in there for those little bit more experienced players. Guys, I hope y'all have as much fun playing this song as I did. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon.